Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're getting started in Rex's Playroom. Reorganized this all probably a year or two ago, and it's just not really working for him the way that he plays right now as far as putting things away and being organized. So we're changing it up. We're going to take a couple of our bookshelves, empty the books out, put them someplace else. That way he can use them for big toys like this so that they can be more organized. So this is what his playroom looks like now, and this is actually exactly how he left it. He always has toys all over that table, so we're definitely going to need to change it up and get more organized. So we have two bookcases in our living room right now, and they hold all of my books. I have hundreds probably, and I've only read maybe about 30 of them, but I love to read. I'm just going to store all of these under our bed. That way we can use the bookcases for things that really need to be out. So now I'm going to dust off the bookcases. I wanted to show you that this is the pledge that I'm using to dust. I absolutely love it. I get this and a microfiber cloth and just dust all of the shelves all throughout the inside because it's honestly been a while since I took all of the books and dusted. So I'm so glad that we decided to do this. It's honestly probably been over a year since I dusted the top of this bookcase, and it was in desperate need of some cleaning, so I'm glad we got to tackle this. So I decided to go ahead and come into Rex's Playroom and try to clean some things up and get things out of the way so we can move some bookcases around. He has a couple of organizers in there, and I wasn't really sure what the plan was. So I started to move things around, and then I decided to stop and wait for James because I wanted to get his thoughts on it too. So I decided to go ahead and go through the second bookcase. I'm going to go ahead and just pull everything off and get it dusted and ready to move. I'm also interested if anyone can tell what show is playing on my TV. You can just barely see the corner of it, and of course it's fast forwarded and some parts are edited out, but I'm just curious if anyone can comment down below and guess what show we were watching while we were cleaning up. I decided to go ahead and dust these shelves off because the plan was to go ahead and leave Rex's books that are on the bottom two shelves and just leave them there in his playroom. We decided against this after talking to James and seeing what all we needed to put on these bookcases in his playroom. We're actually going to take an organizer that we already have in the living room for some toys and just kind of transform that into his bookcase. All right, so we have one bookcase moved in here. We've moved his organizers up on their ends to save on some floor space. We still need to move one other bookcase in here, and we have a lot of toys to go through. So last night we went to Big Lots to get boxes for my books, but we ended up with this instead, and I think this is gonna be really great to put beside Rex's play table because all of those toys can be organized. Okay, so now I'm going ahead and moving his books out of the bookcase, and I'm going to dust those two shelves off and get this bookcase moved into his playroom. Also remembering to dust the back of the bookcase because it's been against this wall for a long time and everything's a little dusty. We thought about going out and buying new bookshelves, but I'm glad we decided to just use what we had and make that work, removing some of the shelves out of the way for some of the bigger toys. And that's really why we wanted to bring the bookcases in here, is because he had so many really big toys that didn't fit into those little cubes. So we thought a bookshelf would be the perfect way to store them. So we dumped out as many toys as we could. That way we can see, if there's anything that needs to be thrown away or donated. And also so we have a better idea of what needs to be in what container For example, if there's a particular category that there's only a few things, it can go in one of the smaller drawers of his organizer. And if there's a bunch of big items, maybe one of the totes for the cube organizer. So there's a lot of different ways that you can organize, and not everything works for everything. For example, if you look on the back wall, you can see his stuffed animals. We have 2 containers for them. He's got so many of them, and stuffed animals are just too big for a cube organizer or a drawer organizer. So we just have big bins that can kind of be placed beside his bookcases. So definitely need to do some cleaning since I moved the bookcases out of the living room. So I got the vacuum out to clean up a little bit. Okay, so I wanted to give you guys a little update on how his playroom is going. We moved the bookcases in here for all the big toys. One on both sides of the window. And then over here, we've turned his cubes over so we have more floor space. Now we're just organizing the toys. And then we got this at Big Lots. We've gone ahead and started organizing right now. There's wrestlers. This one's empty. This one's Star Wars. And these 2 are for cars. We got lots of books and markers that we need to organize. We've cleaned out this drawer that pulls out on his table. This side's for the tracks that came with the table. This side will be for all of his music stuff. And believe it or not, this is not all of his toys. There's still a whole toy organizer in his bedroom right here that we still need to go through. And then there's still just a few more here in the living room. We are slowly but surely moving my books to under our bed. And then his books, we're planning on moving over into this organizer. All right, guys, time for another update. This is where Rex had a bunch of toys. And we are moving things around. So put this blue cabinet there. We then moved his organizer over here where we're gonna put all of his books. And I've put up this picture of Wrigley Field. We had a house before this one and it had a lot more wall space. And we just had a ton of pictures, and I don't think we ever got rid of them. We have a stash of pictures like this in our closet. So I'm glad we never got rid of them because they come in handy when we're rearranging and we have extra wall space to fill. So I think that this is gonna look really nice. We still got a lot of toys we need to find homes for, but we're making a lot of good progress. I'm loving this organizer here. That way he can just get toys out to play on his table. And I can't wait to get this room vacuumed. So. So I do want to say that even though it is primarily me that you are seeing in this video and you're seeing James in and out of the shots, it was very much a team effort, and I could not have done this without him. And it was really just, I'm going to say 50-50 on getting this all done. This is one of those things that we always tackle together, because I may not know that Rex really enjoys playing with his toy, but he might. And so we really help each other in knowing what's going to work best for our son's playroom. So at this point, we've gotten a lot done. This is the bag of trash we have. And in this laundry hamper is everything we're donating. So much that we've gone through already, and still we're not done yet, but I am really loving how everything is turning out. This is actually where it got kind of difficult, was all the literal pieces left behind. So we ended up sorting them the best that we could, and he did actually have a Spider-Man pencil box that was in his room that was empty, so a lot of little knickknacks went into it. So everything is now clean and organized. Everything has a home. It's going to be a lot easier for Rex to put things away when he's done playing with them. There are some big things, but they're normally things that he doesn't even get into, and if he needs help, we will help him get them down. But I'm glad that everything has a place now, and it all seems like it all makes sense compared to the chaos that we had going on before. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure that you're subscribed if you're not yet. Don't forget to hit the like button and comment down below. Thanks for watching.